There is a strange phenomenon I have witnessed in people over the last 4 decades. No matter how much they achieve, how much they buy, how much recognition they collect, at some point they begin to say, "It doesn't feel like enough." They thought the next promotion would satisfy them. The new house would make them complete. The praise would finally silence their inner critic. And for a moment, it does. But soon the satisfaction fades. The hunger returns. The emptiness reappears. This is what I call emotional inflation. Think of it like money. When inflation rises, the value of money decreases. What bought you comfort yesterday doesn't feel like much today. You need more and more to feel the same sense of worth. The same thing happens in our emotional lives. What used to make us feel happy or validated no longer satisfies us, because our psychological cost of living has increased. Our expectations rise faster than our fulfillment. Why does this happen? The roots of emotional inflation lie in 3 places. The first is comparison. The human mind has an ancient instinct to measure itself against others for survival. But in the modern world, surrounded by endless images of people living seemingly perfect lives, our sense of enough keeps stretching further away. What once felt like success suddenly feels small when compared to someone else's highlight reel. The second root is adaptation. Psychologists call it hedonic adaptation. We get used to things. A new phone excites us for a week, then it becomes ordinary. A new relationship feels magical, then we begin to notice flaws. A promotion feels validating, but soon becomes just another job. The brain is wired to adapt quickly, which means it constantly resets the baseline of what it takes to feel satisfied. The third root is inner emptiness. When you do not feel at home within yourself, no external achievement can fill that gap. You keep pouring more into the container, but the container leaks from within. This is why so many people who have it all still confess to me that they feel like they have nothing. Emotional inflation is dangerous because it makes life feel like a treadmill. You run harder and harder, but the destination keeps moving further away. It robs you of gratitude, of presence, of peace. And yet, I want you to know, it is not hopeless. There are ways to step off this treadmill. The antidote begins with awareness. Simply recognizing that this pattern exists loosens its grip. When you achieve something, pause. Ask yourself, am I really unsatisfied, or am I just adapting? By naming the phenomenon, you take back your power. Next, practice emotional grounding. Instead of chasing more, begin to savor enough. Gratitude is not just a moral virtue, it is a psychological intervention. When you train your brain to register small joys, you counteract inflation. A cup of tea, a laugh with a friend, a few minutes of quiet breathing. When you give these small moments weight, you stabilize your inner currency. Another powerful remedy is aligning your actions with meaning, not comparison. When you act out of competition, you will never feel enough, because there is always someone with more. But when you act out of meaning, when you live by your values, your fulfillment grows independent of external measurement. Meaning resists inflation. And perhaps the deepest medicine is cultivating inner wholeness. If you do not repair the leak within, you will forever need more to fill it. This is where reflection, therapy, meditation, or spiritual practice becomes essential. The more you learn to feel at home within yourself, the less you need from the outside to feel complete. In my years of practice, I have seen people break free from this cycle. A man once came to me, obsessed with earning more and more. Every milestone felt hollow. We worked on gratitude, on reframing his goals around service, on healing his childhood wound of not being enough. Slowly, his definition of wealth changed. He still pursued success, but now he felt full, not empty, while doing so. The inflation stopped controlling him. So I want you to reflect tonight. Where in your life are you experiencing emotional inflation? What once felt enough but no longer does? Is it money, recognition, love, status? And what small act of grounding, gratitude, or meaning can you introduce to bring balance back? Remember this: nothing in the outside world will ever feel enough until you feel enough within. The treadmill only stops when you stop running and start being. Emotional inflation is real, but so is emotional stability. The choice is yours.